Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to the Man Cave. Tonight we're going to fire up the Yoder YS640 and we're going to do a barbecued pork belly. I've got a piece of pork belly left over from a previous project and I think we're just going to throw it on here, give it a little seasoning, and let it cook. So let's get started. Okay, I've got this 2.5 pound piece of pork belly that I had left over from another project. So I want to barbecue this guy a little bit. So I have taken it out of my vacuum seal, I've rinsed it thoroughly, and I've patted it dry. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our knife and we're going to score the top of this. And then we're going to come back and score the other direction. And then I'm going to hit this with some barbecue rub, and today I'm going to use some of this Meat Church Holy Gospel limited edition, and we're just going to shake, a nice liberal coat of that right on here, and then I'm going to kind of massage it into the meat. Maybe hit it with a little more. And then I'm going to flip this guy over and we're going to score the back side where the fat cap is and do the exact same thing. And then we'll hit this side up with rub as well. We'll put a nice liberal coat of this Meat Church Holy Gospel on here. And then I'm just going to, like I did on the back side, I'm going to just massage it in. And then I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator and let this marinate in the refrigerator for about an hour. Okay, I fired up the Yoder YS640 here. I've got it running about 230 degrees or so. So we're going to take this slab of pork belly and put it, I'm going to put it right up here on the top rack. And I've got a little drip pan underneath it there to help with cleanup. And I'm going to toss one of my temperature probes in here, and we're going to cook this until we have an internal temperature of about 160 degrees or so. So I'm going to estimate that's probably going to take about 3 hours. So we'll close it up and we'll be back later to have a look. Okay, we've been going about 3 hours 15 minutes or so here. This thing's looking really good. I'm going to take some additional temperature readings and see where we are. That's it up at about 157, 158 on that end, and about the same on the other end here. So we're going to let this stay on here maybe another 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll be back to have a look. Okay guys, we've been going for 3 hours and 45 minutes. And this barbecue pork belly is ready. I'm going to take this off the grill. We're going to let it rest for a little bit. I'm going to take it inside and then we'll just have a taste of it. Okay, I've rested this for a little bit and I've cut these into some small squares and they smell absolutely amazing. So let's give some of that a taste. Alright guys, it's time to give this a test. And man, this is just tender, moist. Guys, that's some really, really fantastic stuff. There's a lot of things you can do with pork belly. You can make that a main dish if you like. It's a little bit fatty, I think, for a main dish. It makes great finger food. There's a lot of things you can do with this. One of the things I think is cool to do with this is when you take that off, bring it inside, cut it into cubes, and give this a try if you really want to have some interesting finger food at your next football game day. Cut that into some cubes that are maybe 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Take a cherry and pit it and use a toothpick to stick that cherry on there, or a square of pineapple even would work really well. And drizzle that with a little bit of maple syrup and take it back to the grill and put it on the grill at 225 to 250 for another 15 or 20 minutes and let that Let that maple syrup kind of caramelize just a little bit on there, and you've got a really wonderful option. So give this a try and let me know what you think. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Man Cave Meals.